Okay, so here is a quick tutorial of OneNote 2016. So this is the desktop version, and this version is slowly going away and will not be supported after October 2020. But for now, it still has some great features. I'm going to explain the differences between OneNote 2016 and the app. But in OneNote 2016, you can see that the notebooks are over here on the left-hand side. So my notebooks are here. I can use the push pin to kind of make that disappear, and basically I call this my bookshelf. So if I click the down arrow here, I can see all of the notebooks I have, and then I can click the push pin again and I see all of my notebooks. Then I can also click the little caret here and I can expand everything that is inside of the notebook to give me a better visual there. Along the top, these are my tabs. So right now I am looking at a class notebook. So this is a class notebook. Let me go actually to just a regular notebook so I can start here and show you the difference. So these are my tabs along the top. So if you'll think of this like a digital binder, so if you will, I have my 3-ring binder and I have my sections or my dividers, and then behind my sections I have my pages, which are over here on the right hand side. So behind the quick notes section I have some pages over here. It's very easy to add another page. I can simply click the add page and then I can start typing, and I can give it a title right here on the, right there. I can give it a title right here on the title line. And as I type the title, it appears over here on the page name as well. I can do the same thing over here on the top with my sections. I can just click the plus and I can add a new section. So this can be called section 1, and then I can continue on and so forth and adding more sections. Section 2 and so on. So what's great about this view here is I can click and I can drag and move my sections. I can right click and I can move or copy. I can even add a section group. So a section group is like another mini notebook behind these sections. So if I wanted to, like for instance, if a English teacher, they were studying a novel, I would make a whole new section group on this novel, and then if I clicked on the section group, I can then add the novel here. Oops, I keep doing that. I can right click and rename and make this the novel title. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna rename right here and title that, and then I can make this section be notes, whatever we want. I'm going to try this one more time. Right here I'm going to title this notes. Here I'm going to maybe have this right click and rename and have this my handouts, whatever you want these sections to be called. So I'm just kind of thinking through this, but this is like another mini notebook. And then if I click this green arrow, I go back up to this main level here, and I didn't title this, so I'm going to call this let's call this The Giver. So that's the name of this section group. Then when I click that, I have all of these sections regarding The Giver. So you can do that along the top. You can add sections. You can change the color by right-clicking, go down to section color, and this is a lot of fun because I like to make sure that the colors aren't the same when they're next to each other, and you can separate them and organize them however you would like here. So you can change colors. Again, you can move them around. Over here on the pages, you can right click and you can get a link to a page. You can make it a sub page. I love the sub pages because I like to organize it and kind of make it look have some hierarchy among the pages there. So great organization there within the pages as well. I love the search feature here, so you can search and type in anything that you're looking for. So if I typed in The Giver, any page or section that has anything with the word The Giver on it would show up here. So the search feature is amazing. So these are my sections up at the top. We'll go into more detail as far as the different tools that you have here, but I wanted to stress the difference between the sections along the top, the pages along the right. You have your search. I can also click the double arrow here to give me a full screen view. A lot of times that will get clicked and then people aren't really sure what happened, so then I can click the double arrow again and go back to normal view. So I have my notebooks here on my bookshelf. I can pin them or unpin them. I can also rename my notebook if you wanted to. You can force a sync on the notebook right here. When you go to properties, that's where you can rename it, but you want to be careful on naming it and make sure that you do any renaming before you share the notebook out. So that's very important. So I'm going to go back and pin this again. If I wanted to add another notebook, I can actually do that right here. You saw that add notebook, so I can make a new notebook right here. That's one way to do that. And there are a few other options we'll cover as well. But that is kind of the basic overview of OneNote 2016 as far as these sections and pages. Very easy to copy and move, right click, move or copy. You can take a tab and copy it over to another notebook. Just very, very easy to navigate within the notebook.